Finally, I finished watching Season 3 of Dr. Stone, and now I have to wait for Season 4. Dude, there's no way I missed this! At least let me listen to the opening. Alright, the opening seems pretty happy so far. I think this is gonna be a really nice, chill season. Let's check up on how Senku's doing. Hey, Senku, I just wanted to ask what's going on in there. My bad, dude. I didn't mean to interrupt anything. Let me just go back to making my video. I have one serious question, and it's very simple. Why the heck is Dr. Stone so underrated? I mean, come on. I watched all 3 seasons on Netflix, thinking season 4 was, like, gonna come out, only to find out it's out. Just not on Netflix. I think I actually lost brain cells from editing the Sakamoto Days video, because how did I not see season 4 of Dr. Stone come out 2 months ago? Alright, let's continue by addressing the elephant in the room. And I think a lot of people would agree with me. There is no reason Dr. Stone should be as underrated as it is. I mean, it's still mainstream, but it's not even overrated. It's just underrated compared to the other mainstream anime that get decent attention. I mean, come on. When I was in high school, I would sit bored out of my mind in science class, and this 3-season anime was the reason I actually learned more things about science than my science class. Because if you're not learning anything new from paper airplanes being covered in nitroglycerin, making things with calcium, sulfur, and potassium nitrate, gas masks to attain sulfuric acid without dying instantaneously, or just making a pulley system, and a whole damn cell tower, then you're not learning science right, buddy. I mean, seriously, Dr. Stone is the only reason that I love science more than I used to. I'm sure you've already seen so many people talk about Dr. Stone being underrated, but I want to get to the bottom of this genuinely. Honestly, this just feels like genuinely weird. Why don't we talk about this more? But despite my questions and your guys' questions, I think I have a decent answer to all of our questions. And I mean it. And it starts with anime gimmicks and other things that get overused in anime a lot. Now, don't hate me on this, because I enjoy this genre too, but it gets abused a lot. I'm talking about isekai anime. I'm talking fantasy isekai anime, where the dude gets hit by Truck-kun and ends up waking up in a completely different world that he has to adapt to, and so on and so forth. Now, whether or not Dr. Stone counts as an isekai is debatable by some people, but honestly, in my fair opinion, I don't think so. Mainly because Truck-kun never targeted Senku as his next victim. Although Dr. Stone does have some elements in the show that are similar to those common tropes, the series doesn't even depend on it. Actually, it rarely ever does. The only time something like that happened was literally in the beginning of the series with the whole world turning to stone. But even then, that was an original idea. Truck-kun never appeared. I mean, like I said, compared to other anime where literally all you see is Truck-kun targeting every single main character, I mean, Truck-kun is really the biggest enemy of anime. That guy's like multiversal. Dr. Stone keeps it simple and only uses, well, common comedic tropes. Like I said before, my hypothesis on why Dr. Stone is underrated is simple. It almost never uses the tropes that I've been mentioning that most anime use. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make a good story with those tropes, don't get me wrong, but they definitely do help. So Dr. Stone not having a lot of it and instead focusing more on the main aspect, being science, probably doesn't catch the attention of certain people until the name is brought up in conversation. Although Dr. Stone's pacing isn't too fast, nor is it too slow, I still feel like there's always certain people who will get bored waiting one more episode for the doohickey to be built or something. Like, come on, you can't watch one extra episode of them building some random contraption, and even then, most of the episodes aren't random contraptions. They actually give something to the story. Like, they need to build something, or else, like, all of them will die. That's not a spoiler, by the way. I'm just giving examples. I personally think that we need more organic anime when it comes to anime coming out. Because recently, we've just been getting a ton of isekai pushed down our throats these past years. Now, am I complaining? Kinda. I'm not gonna lie, some of the isekais out there do look really interesting, and I have no hate against isekai. But like I said, they've been pushing isekai down our throats for a good couple of years now. I'm kind of getting sick of it. The fact that I actually learned something from Dr. Stone and was hooked on a story that rarely barely ever relied on things I've seen in other anime just made me think, wow, why don't more people watch this show? Because seriously, I feel like if every single person watched Dr. Stone, they'd probably think, wow, I am spoiled rotten now and all the generic anime I watch are never gonna feel the same. Listen, I'm not calling Dr. Stone another AOT because AOT is in its own league. I'm just saying, Dr. Stone is sweet and simple, and honestly, that's all you really need. It's a good anime. Now, comedic tropes are different. They use that a bit, but like I said, there's a time and a place for those kinds of things. I will say, and spoilers ahead, but they're not really that serious because they're from season 1. My favorite Dr. Stone arc was when Chrome got imprisoned. I'm not lying. I don't know why. There's like so many better arcs to choose from, but that one was my favorite, and it was literally just an episode. Because, listen, that guy has like -2 IQ sometimes, and then out of nowhere, that guy will just get like Albert Einstein level of IQ, and will end up figuring out quantum physics on accident. I wouldn't be surprised if Chrome invented the nuclear bomb by like season 5, I don't know. Of course, I don't think he's smart enough to make it on purpose, so if he does build a nuclear bomb, it's gonna be on accident and everyone's gonna blow up with him. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? I don't know. I think I made it pretty clear. You should watch Dr. Stone, like right now. Otherwise, I might have to send you my pet alligator. His name's Big Ringle, and he's gonna force you to watch trash anime for the rest of your life. Specifically rent a girlfriend because that anime is horrible and it's never gonna end and it sucks.